Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're keeping safe wherever you are. Don't forget to take necessary precautions. Always wash your hands with soap and water. Keep distance from people who are not your immediate family member. And I just hope the world will be able to get through this crisis as soon as possible. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about money matters, and which is very important to everyone, and I'll be sharing with us just three basic tips to help us to help you to gain financial stability or freedom to a very good extent. And the first one I'll be talking about is savings. So a lot of people, they just work months every month, year in year out. There is nothing to show for the years and the months of working and toiling and all that. There is no plan for saving. I want to say that if you have not started saving, this is the time to start. There is no time too late to start saving. Saving is very good. Saving is very important. And even some people, it's so funny that even before the salary comes, they've already even spent all and even have debt on ground to pay even when the salary comes. This way, if you continue to live your life this way, it's like you're sitting on a gunpowder. Very dangerous. So the earlier the better you start. And there are ways you can go about your savings and all that. For example, we as a family, we've given directive to our bank to always take a particular amount out of our salary at the end of the month. They transfer it into our savings account, so it's like an automatic thing. I don't have to go to the bank or even make the transfer. The bank does that on our behalf. So this way you can also adopt this method. Some people don't even have a savings account. You open a savings account and you can also do it this way, so you don't have to go to bank to make transfer, or the world has gone beyond that. Just give a directive to your bank to take a designated amount every month that goes into your savings, and the earlier the better. And I want to say that savings is not about how much or how little you are earning, because if you don't even have the habit when you're earning little, by the time you're earning that big amount that you desire, if you've not cultivated this habit over time, there is no way you are also going to save even when you're earning much. So you don't have to wait until you're earning that big money. Start now. No matter how little that you set apart, no matter how little that goes into your savings, start and be consistent about it. That's all that matters. So by the time the big money comes, it will be easy for you, because over time it is like an habit you've cultivated in you over time. So, and I also want to say that life sometimes is unpredictable. Stuffs happen. Things can happen to anybody at any time. So when you don't have a plan B, because savings is like a plan B that you can always fall back on if anything happens. For example, this crisis that we are in, a lot of people, they've lost their job and they are really struggling for survival, struggling to live. And so it's good that you plan for times like this. Although no one prays that he or she loses his or her job, but when life happens, at least saving help you such that there is something to fall back on pending the time you are able to gain your stability again. So start now. If you have not started, start saving. Be consistent about your savings. Be serious, be deliberate about it. Sometimes it won't be easy, sometimes it won't even be convenient for you, but what you have to do, you have to do. You cannot just keep living your life earning salary and just spending, and there is no plan, there is no step about saving. You can't continue to live like that. Please people, start saving. Start. I say start now, and there is no time too late to start anything. Saving is very good. Even when you have this habit in you, be able to cultivate it. Help your children, your kids to also develop this good way of managing money. So it is very good that you save at the end of every month. And another thing I want to talk about is don't always raise your budget and plan your budget. So what do I mean by don't always raise your budget? So for example, if an addition comes to your, any addition that comes to your salary, maybe like a bonus, like an increment, like a tax refund at the end of the year is an addition. So when you have, opportunities that you have extras on your salary, it is not an opportunity for you, to increase your budget. It is not avenue for you, to now spend more. Just spend as you earn, spend as it comes, spend as it increases, but rather it should be a privilege for you to be able to even save more, because as your savings is growing, the better for you, the better decisions you can make, the better investments you can make. So when you have any extras in that is, that comes on your salary, it is a privilege for you to be able to invest, to put more, to set aside more into your savings. And always also have a budget. Don't just spend as the money comes. Don't just enjoy the money. I'm not saying don't enjoy the money, but what I'm trying to say is that don't just the money is plenty, we have plenty money, we can do as we like. But no, it's not the best way. Have a budget that you follow every month, because even this way it helps you to control your spending. You'll be able to control your spending. Maybe like you have a particular amount that you have set aside for maybe like groceries, maybe for your food stuff, for your bills, for internet, whatever it is. Have a budget, have a plan that you follow every month. It helps you. So don't always raise your budget, and have a plan, have a budget for every month. And the last thing I want to talk about is I always say this a lot, because when you have this thing, it helps you. In fact, it helps your mental it helps your mind. It keeps your sanity. And what I want to say is don't always compare yourself. So what do I mean by don't always compare yourself? What I mean is this: a lot of us, we see, we like the luxurious lifestyle some people are living, or people around us, or anywhere, you like those good hair, those expensive hair, the expensive holidays, the expensive phone, the expensive car, and all those all those luxurious stuffs and all that. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying those things are not good, but what I'm trying to say is don't compare yourself, because these people that you see using these things that you like and you want to use, you don't know how they make their money. Number one, you don't know the investment they've made that is yielding, that is giving them returns, and you don't even know how much they have in their account and all that. So comparing yourself is not a wise thing to do. You don't know how they get their money, and how they are able to live the luxurious lifestyle and all that. So don't compare yourself. Live within your means. A time will come that you'll be able to also afford those things, maybe after you've made an investment, and you've been able to save to a particular level that you are so confident about, and all that. So but for now, if you don't even have the savings, for now if you don't have any investment anywhere, this is the time to get serious about your money matter. It's the time to start taking decisions that will help your future, to start taking decisions that will help you and your family. So, and this is the time that you can still delay gratification. What do I also mean by delay gratification? Like deny yourself of those things that you love, maybe those expensive holidays, those expensive hair and all that and the likes. There are still these things, there are still some that you can still afford, that is still afford the ones that are still within your means. Don't go overboard. And some people too, they live in like an oversized house that is too big for them and all that by the time they take out the house rent, by the time they take out there is nothing left for saving. This way you put yourself in a tight corner, because if you live in an oversized house and all that, and you already there are a lot of where there are a lot of places your money is going to. So this way it will even make the savings difficult, more difficult for you, because by the time you take out all your expenses, your budget won't be able to, your income at the end of the month may not be able to accommodate any savings. So it is better for you to start living within your means and all that, so that it will be easy for you to be able to even save. If you're living in a house that's too big for you, and there is try to get a smaller space and all, and that's by the time you have leftover, it can go into your savings, and the better for you. So the earlier the better you start being more decisive about these things, being more disciplined about your money matter, and all that. And it's so unfortunate also that some people they put their money, spend their money on things that won't give them value, on things that won't bring them returns and all that. For example, you invest in you don't have a tangible, a good amount in your savings, you don't have investment anywhere, and you invest in cars that are expensive and things like that. If you don't know that the value of car depreciates, over year it depreciates, it doesn't increase, and so the better you are wise, the better you take wise decision. I'm not saying, please don't get me wrong, I am not saying those things are not good, but what I am trying to say in essence is that if you've not you don't have a financial stability to a very good extent, it is not best for you to start living your life this way, because it won't help you at the end of the day. So guys, this is the time to start taking decisions about your money, to start being deliberate about the way you spend your salary, to start being deliberate about things that you put your money into, about how you live your life and all that. Don't forget, as I said, don't compare yourself. Those things that you desire, by the time you set your priorities right, by the time you put some things first, a time will come that those things will be easy for you to afford. You won't have to break bank, you won't have to break your account. It will be very easy for you when you put the most important things in the first place. So this is all I have to say. Please don't forget the first one. I say savings, very important. If you've not started, I say start now. There is no time too late to start saving. There is no time too late, and there is no amount too little that you're earning that you cannot save from. And don't always raise your budget. Any increment, any addition is a privilege for you to save more. Don't plan your budget, have a plan that you follow, so that your spending can be controlled. And also, don't compare yourself at all and at all. It's good to desire those good things that you see in others, but also be wise to know if you can afford those things now or later. So live within your means, be happy wherever you are while you walk towards that desired future that you want. And I hope that this video has been informative. I hope this video has opened your eyes, maybe in a way that you've not been saying money matters and all that before. So guys, please, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Your subscription matters a lot to me. Please hit the subscription button. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.